Hey, it's Dave here from Champion Boxing. This is session 2 in your school's boxing programme. Now, if you just landed on this video and you've not done the first session, you might want to have a look in our videos on YouTube, just have a look in on our channel and find the beginner's boxing tutorial. Session 1 there will go over everything you need to know in order to do this session. Now, today we're going to work on 2 new shots. We're going to work on the 1 to the body, or the jab to the body as you might know it, and the 2 to the body, or the backhand to the body as you might know it. We're also going to work on the defences for the 2 shots we learned last week, the 1 and the 2 to the head, and also how to defend the 2 shots I'm going to teach you this week, the 1 and the 2 to the body. Before we do that though, let's recap what we did last week, and then we'll get ourselves into a little warm-up. So last week, we spoke about the guard and the stance, how to stand to keep ourselves stable, keep ourselves in position, and how to defend ourselves with our hands. So I'm just going to quickly run through that. Everybody needs to be shoulder width apart with their feet. You're going to take a step back with your dominant foot. So if you're like me, a right-handed person, you're going to take a step back with your right foot. If you're a left-handed person, you're going to take a step back with your left foot. Once you've done that, you're going to turn your feet inwards 45 degrees. So again, if you're right-handed, your toes should be pointing at 2 o'clock. If you've got an imaginary clock going around each foot, the toes are pointing at 2. If you're a southpaw, and you took a step back with your left one, when you turn them, they'll be pointing at 10 o'clock. Get that right for yourself. Feet should be staggered, okay, so they're not on line. They're staggered, a little bit offset, soft knee, and that back heel off the ground. That's our stance. Weak one at the front, strong, soft knees, back heel off the ground, and staggered stance. Guard, hands by your side, fingers inside, thumbs on top. Bend them elbows, let your knuckles rest just underneath your eyes. Chin down, elbows in, and side on. Guard, stance. Perfect. Last week we also spoke about movement. It's not going to be as important today, but there were 2 golden rules with movement. Number 1, whatever direction you're going, that foot goes first. If I'm going forwards, front foot followed by back. If I'm going backwards, back followed by front. And number 2, whatever the first foot does, the second one does the same. 10 centimetres, 10 centimetres. 5 centimetres, 5. Always important to remember, just don't bring those feet together. We don't want to see that. Lovely, that's a quick recap of last week, okay? On top of that, we did our 1 and our 2. These were our straight arm shots. Our 1 is our less dominant hand, the front one, for me the left one. Extension at the shoulder, rotation at the knuckle, and return. And we do that all in one fluent motion. Out and back, out and back. Number 2, which is your dominant hand, your power one. Again, it's exactly the same as the jab, but first we twist our toes. Toes, extend, rotation, return, okay? And like that, all in one fluent motion. Wonderful. Hopefully that's brought back all the memories of what we did last time. You understand, you can do it, and you're feeling comfortable. Now it's time to get ourselves nice and warm. What we're going to do today is we're going to do 3 different moves, and each one we're going to do for 20 seconds. Move number 1, simply in our guard and stance, we're just going to be bouncing backwards and forwards, pushing from them toes, forwards and backwards. Okay, you do that for 20 seconds, no break, just keep going. As soon as I shout change, you're going to hold the stance still, and you're just going to throw your straight shots. And I want to see them hit, twisting into every single shot. Hands coming back to our face, arms all the way out, okay? Straight out in a straight line, straight back in a straight line. Our 3rd movement is a brand new one for you, okay? It's the toe movement. All we do for this, carry on with that twist of the hips, turn of the shoulders, but we get rid of the punching. We're going from punching to torso movement. This is an important part of your boxing stance. Before, when I've shown you this, you are a sitting duck, a still target. Very easy to land shots on. This stops you being easy to hit. And that's what we're going to practice now. So when I say go, 20 seconds, we're bouncing backwards and forwards. Is everybody ready in their guard and stance? Lovely. Let's get ourselves going. Guard and stance, pushing backwards and forwards. And we're going to do this twice round. So we're going to get a chance to do each exercise 2 times. And we're just pushing backwards and forwards. We're over halfway there. When I tell you to, we're going straight into straight arm shots. The 1 and the 2, over and over again. Let's go. Plant them feet, twist them hips on every single one, arms all the way out, and turn them knuckles over. Keep it going. Make sure your palms facing down as that shot comes out. Elbows coming back to your sides, chin staying down. Now when I say stop or change, we're going to stop with the punches and carry on with the torso movements. Change, off we go. No punches, but we're back there with the torso movements. Keep this going. We've got 8 more seconds. And when I say go again, we're back onto bouncing. And bouncing, let's go. Hands up, nice and light on those toes. Pushing backwards and forwards. Keep it going, 10 more seconds on these. Then we're into punches. And punches, let's go. Twist hips, twisting that back foot on each one. Almost there, 10 more seconds of these. Coming to our last one, which is just torso movements. We stop with the punches, on with the rest of the body movement. Let's go. Should be feeling nice and warm now. We've got 10 more seconds. Hands staying up nice and high. Chin down. And relax. Now you should be feeling nice and warm like me. Let's just get our joints nice and loose. Just jogging on the spot, nice and easy. Just bounce on them toes, hands up. Wiggle those fingers and those thumbs. Rotate those wrists 3 times one way, then 3 times the other. Bend your elbows 3 times, going down behind your spine. And now from chest to sky. Lovely, standing still, look left, look right, look up, and look down. Roll them shoulders forward 3 times. And we're just working top to bottom, get every single joint nice and loose, send them backwards, nice and limber. Lovely, next one, hands on your hips, and it's 3 big circles one way, and then 3 the other way. Last couple now, hands on your legs, and you're just going to bend those knees all the way down 3 times. Perfect. Point the toes of one of your feet and just roll that ankle and just watch as you're doing it. Sending it one direction 3 times and then the other direction 3 times. Change feet, one direction 3 times and then the other direction 3 times. And last one, just wiggle those toes. Excellent, we're nice and warm. Now we're going to play a game and I'm going to start playing with you. I'm going to call out either bouncing, punches or torso. What I want you to do is do whatever movement I say. So bouncing, just like we did before, garden stance. Punches with your feet planted. Punches. And torso is just twist of the hips and the shoulders, moving that head off that line of contact so you're not an easy target. I'll start with you and I'm going to throw it in any order. Are we ready in that garden stance? Lovely. Let's go punches. Bouncing. Punches. Torso movement. Bouncing. Punches. Bouncing. Torso movement. Is. Bouncing. Torso movement. Plant them feet as you're doing it. Turn them hips each time. And relax. Absolutely brilliant. Right, you should now remember that guard, that stance, that 1 and that 2. And now you've learned how to move your torso, so you're no longer a sitting duck, a still target. You're a little bit more difficult to hit. It's time to get into some brand new skills. Okay, the first skills I'm going to teach you today is how to defend the straight shots to the head. So I'm going to talk about the 1 to the head, okay? The lead hand or the jab, the number 1 to the head. Now what you've got to imagine is when this shot's coming out at you, they're aiming for the centre of your face every time, okay? Now there's 3 that I am going to try and teach you today. For those experienced boxers, you'll know there's a few different defences we can do, but the 3 I'm going to teach you today are what I think are the safest, the ones that are best learning first. They're the ones that I'm going to teach you so that you can have a little go at defending yourself if ever you get a chance to go to a boxing club and do this for real. So there are 3 different ones. First one is a foot defence. Now I'm going to go side on so you can see. The jab's coming towards my face. If I'm in range and I know that jab's going to come towards me, I'm going to do a simple step back. Now you all already know that. It is moving backwards, which we taught you last week. So you're going to stand in your stance position, back foot first followed by front foot. Simply takes you out of range. The shot was going to land here, and because you move back, you are out of range. So number 1 is the foot defence. Can I ask everybody now in their guard and stance, when I say go, just to take a step back. Go. 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 Perfect. This time, move back into the position where you started. When I throw my jab out at you, you're going to take a step back. Wonderful. That is your foot defence against the jab. Now the second defence that I'm going to show you is the layback. The layback, you don't actually move your feet. They stay where they are, so you are still in range. This is perfect for a quick counter. By that I mean throwing a shot straight back at your opponent after you've made them miss with their shot. Layback, very simple. You need to have these soft knees. It's really important. Back heel needs to be off the ground, and all we do is we shift our weight back onto that back foot. Now your hands should be staying up when you're doing it. The shot's going to land here, and as you lay back, you just move your head out of range. You create that gap between where the shot was, where your nose was, to where you are now, and they'll fall short. Guard and stance, lay back. Feet don't move, back heel up, lay back. And all your weight is lower on that back foot for a backhand, the number 2 counter, okay? You can throw that straight away. So lay back and counter. Lovely. I want you in your guarding stance now. And each time I throw a jab at you, I want you to lay back. Now remember, your feet don't move. You just shift your weight backwards and keep them hands up by your face, just in case you don't do it quickly enough. Are we ready in our guarding stance position? Perfect. Don't move them feet. It's just a lay back. Excellent. So now you've learned a foot defence and you've learned a torso defence. Foot defence is a step back. Torso is the lay back. The third one I'm going to teach you is a hand defence, and it is the block. In your guarding stance, you're going to imagine there's a jab coming at you, and you're just going to turn your backhand round and move it in front of your nose, just to catch it. Now in a real boxing situation, it's important you have a strong shoulder and a stiff wrist, because if you don't, you're just going to end up hitting yourself with your own hand. You're trying to stop it, okay? Couple of common mistakes with this is what we call the cat defence. People claw out. You can notice I'm very undefended here. I'm not safe, so we don't want to bring our hand all the way out, okay? It's just a shift in front of our face and a turn of our palm so it catches it there. Lovely. In your guarding stance, you're going to practice that now 3 times. When I throw the jab at you, you're going to do the catch or the block. Just bring that hand just in front of your face. One more. Excellent. Right. For the backhand or the number 2 to the head, it's almost the same, okay? You've got the foot defence, which is the step back. You've got the torso defence, which is the lay back. The only difference is now, if you're catching the backhand, you might want to use your jab instead, okay? Now, some people do, some people don't. The only thing I think is if there's a shot coming from this side of somebody's body, okay, so this hand, this side is staying up, the shot's coming from this side to the jab, I want to catch it with that hand, okay? If I go to catch it with this hand, the hand here can hit me and I don't want that, so that stays there. So catch the jab with that hand. If the backhand's coming, I catch it with that hand so that the jab or the hook can't get me there, and that just stays up to protect myself. So, for the backhand, 3 defences. Step back, lay back, or catch. Excellent. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to stand in my guarding stance facing you. You're going to stand in your guarding stance facing me, and I'm going to throw out some shots, and I'll call out the shots, and you're going to do a defence. You can do any defence you want, okay? The step back, the lay back, or the catch. Just make sure you use the right hand, the correct hand to do it with. Are you ready? Jab. Lovely. So if you step back, lay back, or caught it with your right hand, that was perfect. Jab. Same again. Backhand. Backhand. Jab. Backhand. Get yourself back in that guarding stance position after each one. Jab. Backhand. Jab. Excellent, really good. Now, what I want you to do now is somebody to do what I've been doing. Stand at the front of the class or the front of the hall or in your living room, wherever you are doing this in your gym, and get them to call out the shots. Make sure you're keeping a social distance, but get them to call out the jab or the backhand to demonstrate it, and you perform the correct defence for it. Press pause now and have a go at that yourselves. Great work on those defences there, guys. Really good to see you doing really well and trying hard with them. I hope they made sense, and if they didn't, just keep practising. You can always skip back to that part of the video anytime. Right, let's move on. We're going to learn 2 new shots, okay? We're going to learn the 1, but to the body, and we're going to learn the 2, but to the body. Very simple for these. We're in our guarding stance, so everyone get in your guarding stance, copy me. And before we throw these shots, all we do is we just bob down, okay? Now, we do that using our legs, not our back. We don't want to go over like that. That'll make us off balance and stop us seeing our opponent. We just bend our knees like a squat, and then we throw the shot exactly before. So for the 1, just extension, rotation of those knuckles and return, and then come back up. So all together now, we're going to do the 1 to the body. Dip, extend, rotate, return. And notice that the hand returns as my body comes up. Let's go again. 1 to the body. Again. Again. Excellent. Now the 2 to the body is exactly the same. Hands start up here, guarding stance, down, turn our toes, extend, rotate those knuckles so your palm faces down, and it all returns. Toes go back to point at 2, body comes up and hand back to our face. 2 to the body with me. Really well done. What I want you to do now, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to call out 1 to the body, 2 to the body, 1 to the head, or 2 to the head. And I want you to throw the correct shot. So everyone in the guarding stance, 1 to the head. Brilliant. It should just be a straight lead hand to the head. 2 to the head. 2 to the body. Lovely. Bend them knees and twist that back foot as you throw it. 2 to the body. 1 to the body. 1 to the head. 2 to the body. 2 to the head. 1 to the body. 1 to the head. Let's see if we can make it a little bit more challenging now. I'm going to call out 2 shots. You've got to throw them one after the other. Only thing I want you to do now is when one's out, one stays at home, and as it returns, then the other one starts. I don't want to see this. When one's away, one's at home. So if I say 1, 2, 1, 2. If I say 1 to the head, 1 to the body, it's 1, 1. Lovely. Let's go. 1, 2 to the head. 1 to the head, 2 to the body. 2 to the head, 2 to the body. 1, 2 to the head. 1, 2 to the body. 2 to the body. 2 to the head. 1, 2, 1 to the head. That's 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1 to the head. 2 to the body. 2 to the head. 1, 2 to the head. 2 to the body. Okay, if that one confused you, just break it down. 1, 2 to the head. 2 to the body. 1, 2 to the head. 2 to the body. 1 to the head. 1 to the body. 1, 2 to the body. Superb. Again, what you can do is you can get somebody who's in your class or who's in your group. They can stand at the front and they can call out some of these shots. You can press pause and play it with whoever you are with. Superb. Now I hope you got comfortable throwing those shots. They're a little bit tricky because you've got to bring your weight down and then you've still got to execute the shot in the same way. Be careful not to lean forward, bringing yourself off balance and taking your eyes off your opponent. If you've still not got that, don't worry, you can go back to the beginning of that part of the video and just keep practicing. It does take a long time. All right, now you know those shots, the 1 to the body and the 2 to the body, we need to know how to defend them. There are 2 defenses I'm going to teach you today. One of them you already know, and one is a brand new one. So let's talk about the one you already know. If there's a shot coming towards you, a straight shot to the body, we want to create some distance between us and where that shot would land. So imagine I'm in range, it's going to land here and get me in my body. I just want to step back. You know that already. Very simple, step back. Can everyone just practice the step back? Just 2 or 3 times, step back and then move yourself back into position. Step back and move yourself back into position. Let's make sure we've nailed that one. It's the safest defense you can do, just a step back. Off you go. Great, right. Now we're going to defend those body shots. If I'm boxing someone, it's very hard for you to see because I've not got somebody in front of me. Coronavirus times don't let me work with a partner. But if I've got somebody in front of me, if they're the same as I am, an orthodox, their jab is on this side and their backhand is on this side, okay? If they're throwing their jab at my body, it's coming to this side, all I'm going to do is the elbow block. In my guarding stance, I simply bring this elbow in and turn my hips and I let it hit me there rather than there. It's not the most comfortable defence, but that's not a scoring part of your body and there is nothing really important. By that I mean we've got lots of organs here which we don't want to get hit and we can easily get winded. So as the jab comes to the body, we dip and turn. And notice my hips and my feet turn as well as my shoulder. If the backhand's coming to the body, that's coming from this side, I do exactly the same but with this shoulder, okay? It's coming to my body and I just take it, just on the elbow. Common mistakes, people just shoot the elbow down and leave the face unprotected, okay? Or they overturn and take the eyes off the target. Dead simple, jab to the body, you're going to turn with your right hand side and take it there, bringing that as a shield. Backhand to the body, you're going to turn with your left hand side, bringing this as a shield. Lovely, right, I'm going to throw out 4 jabs to the body and you're going to defend them. You're going to use the right hand side of your body just as a shield, or the right hand side of your arm just as a shield to protect your body. Are we ready? Jab. Jab. Perfect. Now we're going to do it with the backhand. And all I want you to do is twist with the opposite side of your body, using your arm, your elbow as a shield. Backhand to the body this time. Wonderful. Really well done. You've learned 2 brand new shots today. You've learned defences to the straight arm shots to the head, the 1 and 2 to the head, and defences to the 1 and the 2 to the body. And you've also learned this torso movement. Absolutely superb. Now, if you didn't get some of that, don't worry, skip back, try it again and keep practicing. We've done our skills. We're going to do a little circuit, cool down, stretch off, and then you can relax. Okay, for our circuit, there are 3 rounds. Each round lasts for 2 minutes, and you're going to get 30 seconds off in between. So that's 7.5 minutes, and then we are done. The first round, there's 3 exercises. First one, garden stance. You're going to do 20 seconds of non-stop punching, followed by 20 seconds of squats. And then finally, for your last 20 seconds, you're just going to hold that squat position. You're going to do that twice through, so 2 minutes, and then you're going to get 30 seconds off. In that 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you what we'll do next, and make sure you're switching on, listening to what we're doing. Is everyone ready? We're starting our garden stance. We're throwing punches. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Excellent. Make sure them punches are high quality. Get them all the way out. We're halfway there now on these punches. When I tell you to, we're going into squats. Nearly there. And squats. Feet open. Down and up. Down and up. After 20 seconds of these, we're just going to hold it in the downward phase of the squat position for 20 seconds. We're nearly there. We've got 3 seconds left. And hold it. 20 seconds. Keep that back straight, that bum goes out first. 10 seconds to go. Should be feeling it burning now, I am. When I tell you to, we're back into our punching. Whew. Sore legs, let's go with the punching again. Really well done this. We should be tired by now. 10 seconds gone. 10 more to go. Hand squats. Ten seconds gone on these, 10 more to go. 5 seconds left. And hold it. 30 seconds break after this. 10 seconds to go. You'll be feeling it really burning now here. And relax. Oh, that was a tough one. Next one, we're going to do punches, high knees, and then Mr. Miyagi. Going to balance on one leg, half a squat, just a one-legged squat, get down and hold it. The first time you're going to do it on your right leg, the second time you're going to do it on your left leg. 10 seconds to go, we're starting on our punches. 5 seconds, get yourselves ready. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Really well done. Keep them arms going now, high tempo. Almost there. Last 5 seconds. And then we're going into high knees. Let's go. Ten seconds to go. And Mr. Miyagi, get down on one leg, hands out if you want. If you don't know who Mr. Miyagi is, he's off Karate Kid. Ten seconds left. 5 left, hold it. And let's go again, punching. All the way through. That's 10 seconds gone now. 5 more to go, keep it going. We're into high knees after this. And let's go, high knees. Now don't forget, Mr. Miyagi, but you're going to do it on the opposite leg this time. 10 seconds to go. Nearly there. And hold him. I lost my balance there. Try and keep it. 5 seconds gone. 10 seconds to go. And relax, 30 seconds off. This time, our last one, we're going to do punches. Then we're going to get down into mountain climbers. And then we're going to hold the plank. I'll move these out of the way. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last one this now, give it everything you've got. 10 seconds to go. Almost. And mountain climbers. Halfway there on these. Three seconds. And plank. Forearms down, hands down. Keep them shoulders, that bum, and those ankles, those heels all level. 10 more seconds. I hope you're tired like I am. Jump up, last one of each now. Punch it and stop. Nearly there, mountain climbers. We've got 40 seconds left. All the way through. Ten seconds. And plank. Hold it now. You've got 10 seconds and then we are done. Nearly there, 5. And relax. Whew, that was a tough one. Absolutely superb today. Give yourselves a second to get your breath back. Get yourself a little drink if you want. You can press pause. And then we'll come back for a quick cool down. And that is our session complete. And in a drink after that one. Really good work today. So today, we're focused on some defences, the step back, the lay back, and the block, defending shots to the head, straight arm shots, and we've also learned a couple of new shots, straight arm shots to the body, making sure we bring that body, those knees down first. And again, to defend it, we've got the step back or just the elbow block. Just imagining we've got that shield to take the punch. Absolutely superb. Let's have a little stretch off. So just get them arms moving forward. Nice and gentle now. We're not trying to make ourselves work hard here. Send them back. Lovely. Open and close. And up and down, alternate directions. Shake them out. Left arm across your body. Right arm up behind it and just hold that for 10 seconds. Shake it out, opposite arm. And relax. Hands out, turn your palms around and stretching up now. Remember, it's strange times now, it's coronavirus, we're in lockdown. A lot of this you can't do with a partner unless it's somebody you live with. But please, If you've not got an adult at home watching you, or you've not got a trained boxing coach, don't be just doing these by yourselves with somebody else, because somebody could get hurt. You need to do this in a controlled environment. Like your hands out, stretching out. And one tip I will give you if you do start doing these for the first time, if you're practicing defences, just throw all your shots at 50% speed and 50% power. Nobody's there to hurt each other. We're there to develop some new skills, and today those skills were our defences. So everything nice and slow, everything nice and soft, and just make sure we're not hurting each other. Right, last couple now on our legs. Grab hold of our right foot, bring it up to our bum. If you need to hold on to something to balance, you can do. Release it. Opposite leg. Shake it out. Open them feet. Stretch all the way down. And shake it out. Superb, that was lesson 2. We've got 4 more to go, so keep your eyes out for next week's lesson, lesson 3. Keep practicing these skills, keep doing it at home, keep yourselves safe, keep yourselves fit and healthy, and absolutely well done.